All right, guys, good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the aftermarket recap. Just making sure my mic is on. All right, we're ready to rock. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. You're here on the G.A.R Capital YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining me. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on that white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, make sure you hit that like button. Really do appreciate it as always. Let's start getting into it. The Dow closed up 249 points. NASDAQ fell 1.22%. S&P pretty much flat, 0.06%. Watching S&P futures right now. We'll go over that here in a second. The VIX did close 2032. I was kind of hoping for that $20 level to breach the close. Maybe we'll probably get that breach down tomorrow as Tesla reported really good earnings. Let's take a look at the equal weight S&P. That's RSP as a ticker, up 0.64%. Again, a lot of it was just rotation out of tech from yesterday's rally and tech to more value stocks. Pretty much a rotation type day. The dollar index actually fell 0.65%. So again, you had the backdrop ready for tech to soar. Even 10-year treasuries fell down today, 2.51%. I added TLT, which is the 20-year treasury index. I may be looking to add a position in TLT for a possible swing trade. So again, I'm going to keep that on my screen here. They were up 2% today. Again, as you know, bonds, government bonds are actually like at the biggest drawdown. I believe 28% drawdown, peak to trough, the largest in the history of tracking the TLT. Let's take a look at credit markets. HYG, which is high yield credit, gained today 0.31%. So again, a lot of bond buying today. You could see with investment grade bonds up 1.04% as well. Going to the Russell gained 0.61%. 2040, JP Morgan came out with that note yesterday. I showed you guys regarding the seasonality that small caps tend to get a lot of the love there as well. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on IWM moving forward for either a RTY future setup or possibly a trade. So again, I'm going to put an alert here on 203.66. If we do break that, I'm definitely interested in getting those 205 calls, possibly buying some time. More likely will probably be for next week. So if we can get that break, I think that's the most interesting ticker that I've seen so far that may follow that seasonality that was noted by JP Morgan. Crude oil also gained today 0.39%, $102.45 a barrel. We had a larger than expected crude draw on inventories today. Gasoline, larger than expected draw as well. Gasoline was up 1.35% at $3.29 a gallon. Not as much of a big push after those numbers, but interesting to see that crude has kind of stabilized a little bit. We're not getting those big spikes. You know, after that big spike from the Russian invasion of Ukraine, now you're starting to see lower highs and lower lows as we go along. So kind of we'll probably start getting to the level where, you know, we may get a range of around 90 to 105. I see, unless we have a really big spike in summer driving, which is possible, obviously. But again, the inventories is really the tell of how we can kind of measure it as we go along. On Friday, we see the rigs, which oil rigs are going to be online. So maybe that can give us a little bit of a hint with crude moving forward. I still have a call right now on Oxy. It is expiring this Friday, and I just needed to break 62.01. Let's see if we can get that push. Oil needs to do a little bit. Oxy's outperforming actual crude itself, but let's see if we can get that continuation. Gold up 0.06%, pretty marginal, 1960 an ounce. Silver 25.30, down 0.36%. Bitcoin futures pretty much flat, 41,470. Ethereum 3,088. So pretty much the level that I've been watching is 40,000 and 3,000. And for more upside, again, Bitcoin needs to break 46.5. It needs to clear that because we tapped 46,000 and I thought we were all good, expecting to possibly go to 50. But again, Bitcoin is really moving with the NASDAQ. So again, if the NASDAQ pops and goes higher, Bitcoin is more likely going to go with it and downward. But again, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Again, as you can see, Bitcoin futures were marginally for the day, yet NASDAQ was down 1.22. So you can't really take that to the bank, but again, it kind of gives you a little bit of a guide. All right, so Tesla, let's go over their numbers. Tesla did report earnings. Tesla's EPS was $3.22, estimate of $2.27. So clear top line revenue was good, 18.8 billion versus 17.92 billion. This is Q1 of 2022. So that EPS and revenue did beat. CapEx, capital expenditures 1.77 billion versus 1.66 billion. Still sees 50% average annual growth in vehicle deliveries. This is why you had this big boom here in regards to Tesla after hours. It was an absolute monster of a quarter. Congratulations to all who own shares. Obviously, I do as well. I mean, that's great. I mean, seeing that deliveries are 50% is outrageous. And the fact that they're almost at the point of just paying off debt so aggressively, they're almost the antithesis of AT&T, in my opinion. So, I mean, just been an absolute a wild one to own, but it has rewarded many shareholders. And this is why Elon Musk is as wealthy as he is, because he provides a lot of value to those who invested with him. So bravo to those who own Tesla. I think I can add some more if I get below maybe 1,000. Maybe I'll take a look and maybe we can retest, or maybe down the line, if we break below 1,000 a share, I think I'm going to pick up some more Tesla. But again, I've been a shareholder, love the company. So again, great to see that moving forward. Let's take a look at UAL. This is United Airlines. Their EPS was negative $4.24 versus the estimate of negative $4.23. Revenue was $7.57 billion. That's a miss, $7.67 billion in terms of expectations. But the keynote, they expect to return to profitability in Q2. So they are saying that United forecasts a 2022 profit as passengers return and pay more to fly. So again, I did buy some Jets today. Jets is the ETF of all the airlines, you know, Delta, United Airlines, Alaska, Southwest Airlines. So I just added a position on there. This is probably more likely to be a swing. What I'm looking at in terms of the economy is that we're going to go pivot from a buying stuff economy during COVID, you know, Amazon, kind of staying home, as you can see with Netflix too. People are going to start going out again. I want to take a look at more of the leisure, again, the event stuff. Again, so Jets, I think it's a good one because it has all the airlines. I expect definitely a boom in airline travel as people are getting out of their homes after lockdown. The mask mandate being removed now from airlines, that's another boom, as well as we're starting to get slowly and surely back to normalcy. So again, I think Jets will be a big winner of that. I'm kind of positioning this like I did that XOP trade back in July. It's going to be a swing. I still own my TQQQ position. So again, Jets, let's see how we go. Slowly and surely, my first target really is 25.05. Let's see if we can get to 27.44, but 25.05 wouldn't be a bad move as well. Maybe you can move the stop loss there, move forward. So again, when it comes to trading stocks or swinging them, again, obviously you kind of have to play it by the point of what's my target, what's my stop, as always, kind of like you're doing futures and what have you. The benefit of it is that you don't have the time decay. You don't have the issues with expiring contracts or options. So again, there's always many ways to skin a cat in terms of finding those opportunities and cashing those in. You just have to know what you're looking for. Let's answer some questions. Austin's asking, thoughts on United? Sorry for the off topic. I love the fact that they're saying they're going to turn to profitability next quarter because their EPS was negative this quarter. And again, I can only give you guys a little bit of anecdotal evidence, but when I've gone to the airport, it's been absolutely packed every time. So, I mean, obviously, people are traveling. I mean, that's how I've been seeing it for a while now. Good afternoon, Carlos. Thoughts on FDS comments? I don't know what FDS is. FDS. I'm assuming FactSet, but I'm not really sure. I'm assuming you mean the common shares of FactSet. I think that's another Bloomberg alternative. There's like Thomson Reuters. Thoughts on valuations going forward? Looking to more EBIT. You're talking about United, obviously. Best sector for the rest of the year. Again, I bought a position in Jets. I like aviation in terms of passengers and travel. I don't want to get into hotels. I think I'm going to stick with airlines because of the business and personal travel for people. So I like that trade. I think we can hit that possibly by the end of the summer. Maybe Q3 or Q4 of this year. I like that sector very much. In terms of a broader sector, what I think is going to continue to push, I really like financials moving forward. I added to the dip on JPM, still own Goldman Sachs, but those are the really only two bank exposures I have. But again, I think banks still have time to move higher, as you know, you're still seeing that demand for housing as well. I think Home Depot is doing great. I think Costco is great. So again, still more of those consumer staples in a sense, but yet you have consumer discretion with Home Depot. People are buying houses. That's going to add. I do own some Home Depot as well. So those are kind of the ideas that I do like moving forward. It doesn't have to be just all tech, as we know. But seeing Tesla doing what it's doing today is it's a great thing to see. Absolutely. Target to go long on Apple and Nvidia. Well, I do own Apple already, so I'd just be adding to the position. If I go to the daily and see exactly what level I'm looking for, it's probably right around 158. That's your 200-day on the daily. It's been kind of hovering around that. The last time we dipped below that was the first couple of weeks of March, and then we bounced back. So again, that 200 being the guide, I think 158.60 seems about right for Apple. And for Nvidia, my level is $200.59. So again, as a shareholder, I would just be adding more. I think both are great. You're talking about, buys for everyone. Man U. Oh, you're talking about Man U. Oh God, Man U needs to just blow up they run more like a corporation than they do run like an actual soccer club. So I just saw the headline that Chelsea lost to Arsenal at home. So I mean, at least we're not the only ones struggling, right? In terms of EPL, but in terms of Man U itself, I mean, hey, if you want to buy it here at the lows, I mean, I don't know how worse it can get. Like maybe we don't make Europa and then we fill this gap here, or we don't make champions, we'll get down to 13.21. If there's a time to buy, you could do it there. But we'll see what we get. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'm watching the Tesla price action. At 5:30, they have their actual conference call. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy your 420. See you guys later. Cheers.